my fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. How slow methinks this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go for the straight, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Call melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for a pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be, Theseus. How are we now to do?
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation am I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent. Stand forth, I said. And, my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with fading voice verses of fading love. With cunning, thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, stubborn harshness. And so, my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, to either be to this gentleman here, or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties. Yea, and one to whom you are but as formed in wax, by him imprinted, and in his power to lead the figure, or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthy.
And would my father looked but with my eyes?
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
Do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to aid my thoughts. But I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know well of your youth. Examine well your blood. Whether or not you yield to your father's choice, you may endure the livery of a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed are they that masters sow their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, and that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And on the next new moon, on that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed here Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for thy austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. and she is mine, and all by right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauty's Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Or else, by the next new moon, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or on Diana's altar to protest for thy austerity and single life. What's up? What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, come along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well between them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood.
Cross. Too high to be enthralled to low.
Or else mismatched in respective years.
Oh, spite. Too old to be engaged to young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell. To choose love by another's eye.
Or if there were sympathy in a choice, war, death, or sickness, did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, brief as a shadow, quick as a dream, short as lightning in the blackest night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath the power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt,